Hi students, good evening. So today we are going to discuss about ionization energy or ionization potential energy. So what is meant by ionization energy? So what is meant by ionization energy means is nothing that the minimum amount of energy required to remove, okay, the minimum amount of energy required to remove most loosely held electron, okay, most loosely held electron from its valence shell, from its valence shell in isolated gaseous neutral atom. Isolated gaseous neutral atom is known as ionization potential energy. So, or ionization energy. Okay, so what is meant by ionization energy? The minimum amount of energy required to remove, the electron from its valence shell of isolated gaseous neutral atom. Isolated gaseous neutral atom is called as ionization potential energy. So here, why we should need energy to remove the electron from its valence shell? Okay, so suppose if we have taken any neutral atom which is containing, okay, every neutral atom which is balanced, okay, electrically it is balanced because it is containing equal number of electron and equal number of proton. So it is having that balanced electrostatic force between the electron and proton. Due to that, if you want to remove the electron from the atom, you have to give the energy. Okay, we must supply the energy to overcome that electrostatic force between electron and proton. So that energy is called as actually ionization energy. Okay, suppose if you have taken sodium, I have taken the sodium. So sodium electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Okay, so from sodium, if I want to remove the electron from the sodium, I must give energy to remove the electron from the sodium because sodium is consisting 11 electron, 11 proton. So there is a balanced electrostatic force between the electron and proton. So due to remove the electron from the valence shell, we must supply the energy. That energy is called as ionization potential energy. So here, next if you are coming to see successive ionization energy. What is called as successive ionization energy? So I have taken one metal. Okay, so when I have taken the metal, what is happening? Okay, so we must, if you want to remove the electron from the metal, we must give the energy. We must supply the energy. So that energy is called as ionization energy. Suppose if I am removing the one electron from the metal, so what kind of energy, what amount of energy we have supplied, that is ionization energy 1. Suppose that second electron I am going to remove. Suppose after remove the one electron, so the metal is becoming M plus. Okay, so then from M plus, when I am going to remove the second electron, so for how much energy I have used to remove the second electron, that is, what is that? That is ionization energy 2. So same as it is, how much energy I have used to remove the electron from the M2 plus third electron. Okay, how much energy I have used to remove the third electron, that is ionization energy 3. So here you have to listen always that successive ionization energy is greater than the previous one. Okay, previous one. Okay, so first one. Okay, so every successive ionization potential energy is, what is that? Greater than, what is that? Previous one, which means first one. Suppose ionization energy 2 is greater than ionization energy 1. I tell you the reason. Same as it is ionization energy 3, it is greater than the ionization energy 1. Sir, why it is because when we are removing the electron, suppose I have in this place I have taken the, what is that? Sodium. When I am removing the electron from the sodium, so what will happen? Sodium it is going to become Na plus. Na plus. So here in Na plus, positive charge it is more, which means the effective nuclear charge. Nucleus charge it is increasing. So when the effective nuclear charge is increasing, what will happen? Other electrons are, it will be binded very strongly with the nucleus. So if you want to, it is attracted. Okay, other electrons are very strongly attracted by the nucleus. So then you have to give much energy to remove second electron. So when you are removing the one electron, each electron from the atom, what is happening? Nucleus power is increasing. Okay, nucleus power is increasing. That energy, actually, that is the reason every successive ionization energy is increasing from the first one. Okay, so that is the reason. So, and the other reasons also is there that we are going to discuss in this class. So this is actually what is that ionization energy, and ionization energy is always endothermic reaction. Okay, it is endothermic process. Okay, so delta H, you know that. Okay, delta H means it's nothing, change in enthalpy, change in energy. Okay, delta H is equal to positive. Positive means what is that? It is absorbing energy. We are giving energy, endothermic. Okay, so ionization energy is always endothermic process. Okay, so here then unit. Here if you have taken the unit, what is the unit of ionization energy if you have taken? Okay, so electron volt per atom, or okay, kilocalorie per atom, or sorry, this is for per mole. Okay, so here you can take it per atom, you can take it, or per mole also you can take it. So here I have taken for per mole. Here electron volt per mole, okay, or kilocalorie per mole, kilojoule per mole. Okay, so this is units of what is that? Ionization potential energy. Isolated gaseous atom. Sir, what is that isolated gaseous atom, sir? What is mean by isolated gaseous atom? Means the particular atom which is not bonded with the other atom. It's chemically it is not involved. Okay, it is not making the bond. Okay, chemically it is not making the bond with the other atoms. It is, what is that? It is neutral. Okay, it is neutral atom. That is called as, because in solid state actually it is very difficult to remove the electron. Okay, it is very difficult to remove the electron. That's why we have taken in the gaseous state. So this is the reason we have taken what is that? Isolated gaseous atom. So this is actually called as ionization potential energy. So next we are going to see what are the factors can affect the ionization potential energy. Okay, what are the factors can affect the ionization potential energy? Okay, so what are the factors? The first factor, if we have taken atomic size. Okay, so atomic size. Sir, what is atomic size? Yesterday we have seen atomic radius. Atomic radius and atomic size both are same. So atomic size is always inversely proportional to ionization energy, which means when atomic size is decreasing, ionization energy will be increasing. When atomic size is increasing, ionization energy will be decreasing. Okay, the first factor, what is that? Factors affecting ionization energy. Factors affecting ionization energy. First one, what is that? Atomic size. Atomic size. So atomic size. So what did I say? Atomic size, what is that? Always inversely proportional to ionization energy. So what is the reason? I tell you. Okay, so when ionization energy is increasing, okay, atomic size decreases. Okay, so here if you have taken example, suppose I have taken the second period elements. Okay, second period elements, we know that. Okay, what is that? Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, like that. Okay, so when you are moving from left to right, what is happening? Yesterday we saw that. Okay, what's happening? Yesterday we saw atomic size is decreasing along the period. Okay, so when atomic size is decreasing, ionization energy will be increasing. Okay, size, what will happen when the size is decreasing? The last electron, it is strongly attracted by the nucleus. Size kammiyaga last electron na agum. It is coming closer to the nucleus. அப்ப நியூக்ளியஸ் பக்கத்துல வர அதோட பவர் ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங்கா இருக்கிறதுனால என்ன ஆகும் பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, சோ அத ரிமூவ் பண்றதுக்கு we must need more energy. That is the reason Okay, atomic size when it is decreasing, ionization energy is increasing. When the ionization, so same as it is when you're coming down the group, what will happen? Size of atom will be increasing. Upon size of atom when it is increasing, ionization energy will be decreasing, because when size of atom is increasing, okay, what will happen? The last electron, it will go away from the nucleus. It will go away from the nucleus. Then it is very easy to remove the electron. Upon power, nucleus power is decreasing towards the last electron. That's why when the size is increasing, ionization energy decreasing. It is the first factors affecting ionization energy. Next one. Next, if we have taken effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge. So effective nuclear charge is always directly proportional to ionization energy. Directly proportional to ionization energy. Excuse me. So effective nuclear charge is always directly proportional to ionization energy. So here, effective nuclear charge, we know that what is meant by effective nuclear charge. Okay, charge of nucleus. Charge of nucleus. Okay, so charge of nucleus. That's no. So when the nucleus charge is increasing, ionization energy it is also increasing. Okay, so then third point. If we have taken, third point is a screening effect. Okay, screening effect. So yesterday I told you what is meant by screening force or screening effect. What is meant by? I told you yesterday what is meant by screening effect or screening cons. What is that? Screening force. Okay, screening effect always. Okay, it is screening effect. Screening effect. Screening effect. What is that? It is screening effect if it is increasing. Okay, it is inversely proportional. Okay, it is screening effect if it is increasing. Yeah, it is inversely proportional to ionization energy. Okay, so screening effect if it is increasing, what will happen? Nucleus power will be decreasing towards the last electron. Okay, last electron. Say for example, suppose if I have taken two atom. Okay, two atom. Okay, so it is containing two shell. The last electron is there. Suppose here one another one atom is there. It is containing three shells. Here last electron is there. Yeah. So here what will happen? Here two electron will be there. Suppose here electron is there. So in this atom, see how many number of inner electrons are there. Yeah. Here more number of inner electrons are there. Yeah. So due to that, the force of attraction, what will happen? The screening effect will be increasing. Yeah. Inner electrons, if it is increasing in the atom, some number of shells, inner shells, if it is increasing, what will happen? So here screening effect will be increasing. When screening effect is increasing, the force of attraction between last electron and the valence electron and the nucleus will be decreasing. So then, it will be that last electron will be attracted very loosely from the nucleus. Then it can be removed very easily. But it is near to the nucleus, the attraction very higher towards nucleus. Then it is very difficult to remove the electron. So that's why screening effect is always inversely proportional to ionization energy. Third point if you have taken. Fourth point actually, what is the next one means penetration power. Okay, what is the fourth one? Penetration power. So what is mean by penetration power? I tell you. Penetration power, or we can say shape of orbital. Okay, so here I have taken as a penetration power. Penetration power. So penetration power, or we can say shape of orbital. So here penetration power if you have taken, so penetration power means the amount of energy or shape of orbital. Okay, in the orbital easy electron enna pannalam remove pandrathu easy appdin pathinga appadina, which is very difficult to remove the electron. Okay, which orbitals very difficult to remove the electron from which orbital appdin paathom appadina. So here s orbital, okay, s orbital is having more penetration power. I tell you the reason. Okay, then p orbital, then d orbital, then f orbital. So here I tell you s orbital, yesterday I told you, okay, in atomic radius I told you always s orbital it is near to the nucleus. ஓகேவா s orbital பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா எப்பவுமே எப்படி இருக்கும், நியூக்ளியஸ் பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கும். சோ அதனால என்ன ஆகும், அதுல இருக்க எலக்ட்ரான் ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ராங்கா அட்ராக்ட் ஆயிருக்கும். ஓகேவா சோ the electron which is present in the s orbital that is attracted very strongly towards the nucleus. அப்ப s orbital வந்து எலக்ட்ரான் ரிமூவ் பண்றது எப்படி, ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். So it's very difficult to remove the electron from the s orbital. Okay, so after p orbital, then d orbital, then f orbital. Okay, so here this is actually what is that ionization energy towards the orbitals. Okay, so then one example, if you have taken, I have taken the beryllium and boron. Okay, beryllium and boron. Beryllium, you know that beryllium Be electronic configuration is 1s2 2s, what is that, 2s2. Okay, then boron 1s2 2s2 2p1. So suppose if I am going to remove the electron from both beryllium and the boron, yeah, so which will have very strongest ionization energy, okay, which is having more which will have more ionization energy அப்படி பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா boron, beryllium will have more ionization energy because we are removing the electron from the, what is that, s orbital in beryllium, we are removing the electron from the p orbital in boron. அப்ப பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா இது ரெண்டுக்கும் அப்ப penetration power எதுக்கு அதிகம், அப்ப ionization energy s orbitalக்கு அதிகம். So then what is that ionization energy, first ionization energy of boron is greater than, what is that, first ionization energy of, I have taken is here boron's, it is boron's ionization energy. Here, sorry, beryllium ionization energy. First ionization energy of beryllium is always greater than this boron's first ionization energy. But after I have removed the electron from the boron, okay, you have to listen here. Okay, boron's second ionization energy. Okay, boron's second ionization energy is always greater than the beryllium second what is that, second ionization energy. Okay, so what is the reason means, because it's attained stable configuration, that is the point. Okay, so this is about what is that penetration power. Okay, this is penetration power. Next factors affecting point, if you have taken stability of next one, stability of half-filled and fully filled orbitals. Half-filled and fully filled orbitals always will have more ionization energy than others. Yeah, more ionization energy than others. Okay, so what is that, sir? Okay, what is that? Okay, just listen here. Okay, so stability of half-filled and fully filled orbitals. So half-filled means what are the things we have taken? Okay, half-filled I tell you. Okay, P3, okay, D5, okay, F7. Okay, it is half-filled orbitals. Okay, fully filled orbitals, you know that. Okay, what is the fully filled orbitals? You know that S2, okay, then P6, D10, DF14. These are all fully filled, these are all half-filled orbitals. Okay, fully filled and half-filled orbitals. Okay, so here these orbitals are very stable. Okay, thus electronic configurations are very stable. Okay, so from these orbitals it is very difficult to remove the electron. Okay, guys. Okay, so then other than means incomplete orbitals like a P2, P1 orbitals. Okay, D2, D1, D2, D3, D2, D3, D4, same as it is F1. Okay, F2, F3, F4, and then F5, F6. Okay, up to F6. Then F8, F9. Okay, these are all, what is that, incomplete orbitals. Okay, incomplete orbitals. Okay, so incomplete filled orbitals are, what is that, will have unstable. Okay, will have less ionization potential energy. Okay, so this is the very important point. Say for example, suppose if you have taken suppose I have taken what is that? We can take one example. Sodium. Suppose sodium I have taken second, third group element. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium. Okay, wow. So then what will come? Silicon will come. Okay, listen. So here, if you have taken the, as I told you, what will happen means ionization potential energy will be increasing along the period. Ionization energy will be increasing along the period due to decrease in atomic size, increase in what is that? Nucleus power. Okay, wow. So this is the third period. According to the point, okay, wow. So sodium will have less ionization energy than magnesium. Magnesium will have less ionization energy than the aluminium. So silicon will have more. Okay, wow. So then silicon after what will come? After silicon, 14, 15 phosphorus will come. Okay, then sulfur will come. Then chlorine will come. Okay, wow. So here, but there is some exception cases of the magnesium. If you have taken magnesium electronic configuration, if I am writing 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Okay, so see here, it is a fully filled orbital. Okay, suppose if I have taken the aluminium's electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. So here if you have taken the what is that electronic configuration of orbital. Okay, so here s orbital is fully filled. So p orbital is half filled. Okay, not half filled. It is incompleted. Okay, incompleted. Okay, p1 na. So then here the ionization energy of magnesium is higher than the aluminium. Okay, higher than the aluminium. Same as it is when you are coming here phosphorus. Okay, phosphorus if you have taken phosphorus, actually phosphorus electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3, 3p3. So here see that it is a half filled orbital. Okay, it is half filled. But sulfur if you have taken, sulfur atomic number is 16. Then 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p. What will come? So 10, 12, 3p4. So here phosphorus it is having more potential energy than the sulfur. Okay, because of what is that? Because of half filled orbital. Because of half filled orbital, it is incomplete. Okay, so this is the reason. Okay, what is that? Ionization energy is always higher for half filled and fully filled orbitals. Then, sir, if you have taken noble gases, electron, inert gas elements will have more ionization energy than the other elements. Okay, helium, inert gases, no, that will have more ionization energy than other elements because it is having completely filled orbitals. Okay, completely filled orbitals. So this is about the factors affecting what is that? Factors affecting ionization energy. Then variation of ionization energy along the period and along the group. So that is I told you. Okay, so just if you have taken the examples. So as I told you, along the period ionization energy, what is happening? Ionization energy is actually increasing along the period because of the reason you should know, because of decrease in size, okay, increase in effective nuclear charge. Okay, so then along the period and group. Along the period and group, if you have taken ionization energy, what is happening? It is increasing. What is the reason? Decrease in atomic size and increase in effective nuclear charge. Effective nuclear charge. Z effect. Z effect is increasing. So what's happening? Ionization energy also increasing. So in a group, if you have taken ionization energy is decreasing because increase in atomic size, decrease in effect. Z effect. Z effect is nothing. Effective nuclear charge. Okay. So guys, actually some exception also is there. What are the exceptions if you have taken? Suppose if you have taken exceptions. So here down the group, what did I say? Down the group, ionization energy is decreasing. But here some exception like aluminium. If you have taken aluminium, what is the third year group elements? What will come? Third year group elements: boron, then aluminium, gallium, indium. Then what will come? Thallium will come. Okay, so here if you have taken aluminium, so then down the group what will happen? Ionization energy it should be decreased. Okay, அப்ப இதை விட இது கம்மியா இருக்கும், இதை விட இது கம்மியா இருக்கும், இதை விட இது கம்மியா இருக்கும். பட் இங்க பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அலுமினியத்தோட இதுக்கு கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது அலுமினியம் கேலியம், அப்ப கீழே வரும்போது கேலியத்துக்கு என்ன இருக்கணும், அயனைசேஷன் எனர்ஜி கம்மியா இருக்கணும். நோ, here gallium is having more ionization energy. Sir, what is the reason, sir? What is the reason means because of yesterday I told you gallium is coming under the D series. Okay, third, okay, upper D contraction, transition contraction. Yesterday I told you, okay, so the last electron will be entering in the n-1 shell. Okay, n-1 shell enter d orbital la, upper D contraction nalla idoda size enna agum pathinga appadina it will be decreasing. Okay, upper gallium oda size decrease agadradhanaala aluminum will have less ionization energy. I told you, no, when the atomic size is decreasing, what will happen? Nucleus power increase ஆகும்போது then it is very difficult to remove the electron from its balancer. அப்ப gallium atomic size ரொம்ப சின்னது when you are comparing with what is that aluminum. அப்ப அலுமினியத்தோட அது கம்பேர் பண்ணும்போது galliumக்கு ionization energy அதிகம். ஓகேவா? Same as it is some other examples also they have given to us. Here suppose the second period elements lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine will come. Okay, fluorine will come. So here, if you have taken the ionization energy, how it should come? It come like this. But some exception is there. Lithium, okay, it's having more ionization energy than the beryllium. But beryllium is having more ionization energy than the boron. Then carbon, so it is having more ionization energy. Okay, so in this case here after nitrogen, actually after carbon nitrogen should come, but here oxygen is coming because I tell you the reason. Then fluorine will come. So here if you have taken, this is exception cases. Okay, this is actual more, what is that, order, but it is not order. Okay, because here you know that electronic configuration is the reason. Nitrogen electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So here it is off-filled. I told you off-filled is more stable than the, what is that, incompleted orbitals. Okay, so here it is 1s2, 2s2. So see, s orbital is fully filled up. Okay, then so these all exceptions are there. Okay, same as it is if you are coming down the group also, some exception is there. Down the group, suppose I have taken the second group. What is the second group elements? Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, then what will come? Barium, radium will come. Okay, so here if we are coming down the group, what will happen means, okay, so that decreasing order of ionization energy, what will happen? It will be decreasing very gradually. Okay, ரொம்ப gradually now decrease ஆகும். பட் ஆனா இங்க பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னு வச்சுங்களேன், so magnesium, ஓகேவா, சாரி பெர்லியத்துக்கு அப்புறம் மெக்னீசியம் பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா, ஓகேவா, அதோட எனர்ஜி ரொம்ப அதிகமா இருக்கும். ஓகேங்களா, இதுக்கும் டிஃபரன்ஸ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு பயங்கர அதிகமா இருக்கும். ஓகேவா, எனர்ஜி இதுக்கும் கிராஜுவலா டிக்ரீஸ் ஆகுது. ஏன்னா மெக்னீசியத்தோட எலக்ட்ரானிக் கான்ஃபிகரேஷன் we know that, ஓகேவா, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. ஓகேவா, see here s orbital is, what is that, completely filled. ஓகேவா, அப்போ வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய செகண்ட் குரூப் எலிமெண்ட்ஸ், ஓகே, செகண்ட் குரூப் எலிமெண்ட்ஸ், ஓகேவா, when you are comparing the ionization energy of the second group elements with other elements like s orbital and s block elements, first year group elements or third year group or fourth year group, it will have more ionization energy because of it is having fully filled s orbitals. Okay, so this is the reason. Okay, these are all actually factors affecting ionization energy. Okay, so guys, just we will discuss 3 or 4 MCQs. Okay, so from this topic. Guys, if you people are having the doubt in this topics, please forward your doubts through my mail ID. I have mentioned in the description. Okay, so then I can clear in the next class. So noted this example. For some examples we'll see, then we'll go to next one. So see, see here, the electronic configuration for some neutral atoms. The electronic configuration for some neutral atoms are given below. Okay, ba? So, what are the things? Electronic configuration, just I am writing. First option A, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Okay, so this is the first option A. Option B, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Okay, this is option B. Then C, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p2. Option C. Then option D, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p3. Okay, 3p3. So which of these expected to highest second ionization energy? Expected to highest second ionization energy. So here you have to listen well. Okay, you have to listen well in this place. Okay, what is the question? Second ionization energy, highest second ionization energy. So here suppose this is 3s2. Okay, if I am removing the first electron, second electron is nothing. What is that? 3s1. So then it is very easiest to remove the electron. Appa first ionization energy ko second ionization energy ko romba difference irukadu. Okay, so then if I am coming here, this is 3s1. Suppose if I have removed the first electron, okay, what will happen? So s orbital will be going out. Then what is that? Fully completed orbit. We will be getting fully completed. First electron we are removing from the 3s1. Then it is very easy because it's a incomplete orbital. Okay, appa easy remove panniralam. When you are coming to remove the second electron, you have to remove from the 2p6. 2p6 it is a fully filled orbital. Keep in your mind, I told you half filled and fully filled orbitals are more stable. So it is more stable orbital. Then it is very difficult to remove the electron from the fully filled orbitals. So it will have more ionization energy than the first one. Appa first one and the second one electron remove பண்ணும்போது இங்க energy ரொம்ப தேவை. So more energy. So this is the answer. So here, so that what is that? Second ionization energy, okay, will be highest. Okay, ரொம்ப ஜம்ப் ஆகும். ஓகேவா? இங்க இருந்து இங்க போகும்போது எனர்ஜி என்ன ஆகும்? ரொம்ப டிஃபரன்ஸ். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ionization energy-க்கும் செகண்ட் ionization energy-க்கும் இடையில இருக்கக்கூடிய between the difference between first ionization energy second ionization will be very high in this from this one. ஓகேவா? மத்ததெல்லாம் அப்படி கிடையாது. ஓகேங்களா? சோ இதுல இருந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன்னு ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா 3p2 வரும். 3p2ங்கிறது இட்ஸ் ஆஃப் incomplete orbital. Then easily it is not unstable. Okay, easily you can remove it, second electron. Okay, this is 3p2. Then easily you can remove the second electron. So not much energy is not required. Okay, so option B is the answer. Okay, understand? So next we have taken. So one more example. So here we can take it. The four successive ionization energy. Okay, the four successive ionization energy of an element or okay, they have given four successive ionization energy. Okay, so for each electron, okay, ஒவ்வொரு எலக்ட்ரானுக்கும் ரிமூவ் பண்ணும்போது தேவைக்கூடிய electronic what is that ionization energy கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. First electronக்கு they have given 900 okay, kilojoule per mole. Okay, then second electronக்கு okay, 1760 kilojoule per mole. Okay, and the third one 14,850 and for fourth one 21,000 kilojoule per mole. Okay, so what is the question? Respectively, the number of valence electrons. The number of valence electrons. Options A 1, B 2, C 3, D is 4. So they have given four successive ionization energy. Okay, so they are asking what is the valence electron? What is the number of valence electron in the given shell? Okay, given atom. ஒரு ஆட்டத்தோட எலிமெண்ட்ல ஓகேவா four successive ஒரு ஆட்டத்துக்கு four successive electronic configuration கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. ஓகேவா? So from this they are asking the number of valence electron. ஓகேவா? கொஞ்சம் ட்ரிக்கியா இருக்கு. ஓகேங்களா? கொஞ்சம் ட்ரிக்கியா இருக்கு. இது ரொம்ப ஈஸி தான். ஓகேவா? So this question is just there is a small tricky. Okay, just கொஞ்சம் யூஸ் பண்ணோம். If you are using your brain, you can find out very easily. So here 900, it is for first electron. Okay, so it is for first electron. Ionization energy 1. Okay, so they are asking number of valence electron. Outermost shell la எத்தனை electron இருக்குன்னு கேக்குறாங்க. ஓகேங்களா? So this is actually ionization energy 2. ஓகேவா? So this is ionization energy 3. This is ionization energy 4. Listen. First க்கு second க்கு பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா it's not a much difference. ஓகேங்களா? So இதுல இருந்து இதுக்கு போகும்போது ரொம்ப அதிகமா ஜம்ப் ஆகல. எனர்ஜி ரொம்ப ஜம்ப் ஆகல. ஓகேங்களா? So அப்ப வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா ஒரு எலக்ட்ரான் இருக்கு, செகண்ட் எலக்ட்ரானும் within the cell இருக்கு. ஓகேங்களா? within the shell இருக்கு. So then orbital is not a what is that? First electronக்கு second electron போகும்போது electronic configuration stable electronic configurationோ இல்ல வந்து fully filled orbitalo அப்படி எதுவுமே கிடையாது. ஓகேங்களா? ஏன்னா ஜம்ப் வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா எனர்ஜியோட ஜம்ப் ரொம்ப கம்மியா இருக்கு. ஸ்டெபிலிட்டி அதிகமா இருக்கு, ஆர்பிட்டாலோட ஸ்டெபிலிட்டி அதிகம் அப்படின்னா ஜம்ப் அதிகமா இருக்கு. ஸோ when you're coming to second to third, ஓகேவா? செகண்ட் டு தேர்ட் பாருங்க, இங்க 1000, ஓகேவா? செகண்ட் எலக்ட்ரான் தேர்ட் எலக்ட்ரான் போகும்போது செகண்ட் எலக்ட்ரானுக்கு we have used 1700 kilojoule per mole. இவ்வளவுதான் எனர்ஜி யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கோம் செகண்ட் எலக்ட்ரானுக்கு. பட் when you are coming to third electron, so third electron, see here it is a 14. So see the jump difference பாருங்க, potential energy difference பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா so here 14,850 kilojoule. ஓகேவா? so there is a jump. ஓகேவா? there is biggest jump in this area. ஓகேவா? அப்ப இதுக்கு டிஃபரன்ஸ் ரொம்ப அதிகமா இருக்கிறதுனால so அப்ப third electron வந்து so what is that? Maybe the orbital is what is that? Penetration power அதிகமா இருக்கலாம், or it can have a stable electronic configuration. ஓகேவா? so the orbital can have a stable electronic configuration like a fully filled or half filled இருக்கலாம். so then so fourth one we won't need to worry about it. ஓகேவா? ஏன்னா இதுல இருந்து தான் அடுத்து இதுக்கு போகுது. ஓகேங்களா? so அப்ப வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா தேர்டுக்கே வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இட்ஸ் மோர் ஸ்டேபிளா இருக்கு. இது ரெண்டுக்கு டிஃபரன்ஸ் தான் பார்க்கணும். ஓகேங்களா? செகண்ட்ல இருந்து தேர்டுக்கு போகும்போது மச் டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கு. அப்ப மச் டிஃபரன்ஸ் அப்படின்னா so தேர்ட் எலக்ட்ரான் எப்படி இருக்குது? it is stable electronic configuration இருக்கலாம், இல்ல ஆர்பிட்டால் penetration power அதிகமா இருக்கலாம். ஓகேங்களா? so that is the reason. okay அப்ப here if we have taken so how many number of electrons are there means in valence shell 3 electrons are there. ஓகேவா? so fourth one is doesn't matter. ஏன்னா இங்கேயே உனக்கு சேஞ்சஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஓகேங்களா? இங்கேயே சேஞ்சஸ் ஆயிடுச்சுனால ஓகேவா number of electrons in valence shell is number of electrons in valence shell is 3. ஓகேவா? so thank you guys. so next class we'll discuss about electron affinity. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you. We'll see next class. Bye.